Please welcome to the stage, he's a UN Goodwill Ambassador, star of Game of Thrones, and owner of the best head of hair I've ever seen since I looked in the mirror. Please welcome to the stage, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. Hi, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Come on. So nice to have you. You host the perfectly named new docuseries, An Optimist Guide to the Planet.
Yeah.
In general, I feel like I'm going to make an analogy that people aren't going to like. So people think that if a nuclear bomb goes off, you're dead. You're not dead. You're probably going to live, and that's scary because the choices you make after it goes off are really important. Sometimes I think climate change is like that.
Yeah.
People think it's a bomb that's going to go off and they're dead, but they're not dead. You're going to live, and there's stuff you can do. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I feel it.
And is that the kind of optimism that you do on the show?
No, but I hear you. It's an interesting thing, this era of fear we live in, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the challenges that we face, the environmental disaster that's looming all the time, that the climate change, it's I think the balance in how we communicate that has fallen off the wrong track. Because we forget to talk about the fact that this show is about that there are incredible solutions and they are being implemented. And there are actually politicians that do their job and make the difficult decisions.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's easier, it's harder to think about a problem like this. Oh, Optimist Prime. It's really good.
Oh my God.
Do you see that I'm in the sun for no reason?
Oh, that's like, what are they called?
Teletubbies.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know.
Make that into a t-shirt. All right, we'll put it on the list. So, yeah, because I do think that sometimes like, psychologically it's easier to say, oh, there's nothing I can do, there's nothing that can be done. The problem feels so big and vast, but actually we live in this sort of middle where we really have a chance to make things happen, and people are doing that.
Yes, but also I think there's another thing that if you get scared, and especially a lot of young people are really scared, and then half of young people in the Western world don't believe in the future, believe we're doomed. If you're scared, you get angry because it's really uncomfortable to be angry. So we start doing this.
Yeah.
How dare you live like that? You're ruining my life. Or you do this. I remember we were in Greenland at this show, and for some reason, it's a country of 55,000 people, and suddenly I'm walking through this airport, and is my microphone
Are we having a mic
messing up?
We're going to swap it out. We're swapping it out. Pretty cool.
Good? Is it working? Can you hear me? All right. No, I'm saying I was in Greenland. I was going through this airport, and I look over, and there's a lady who walks by, and I'm like, that was Martha Stewart just walked by, and I was like, that's funny. And then a couple days later, she posted online that she was in Greenland, she was enjoying it, and she had a drink. And she put like this, and she said, look, I have some ice from an iceberg in Greenland, which is something everybody does in Greenland. It's very normal. And there was this outcry of people saying, how dare you, Martha Stewart, you leave the ice alone. The climate change is bad enough. And I think, but what that shows is that we are like that fear makes us do stupid things and not really think. And that's important to, because we've had some, I mean, it's so important to talk about the dangers. But the fact is, humans are incredible. We are amazing. And we're so lucky to travel all over the world. We meet people everywhere, and they're coming up with solutions, and it's already being implemented. There is hope. And we have the most vital resource, and that's us. And and we have to stop fighting each other. And but I have to ask you, because now I'm in the U.S. and of course I'm from Europe, and you keep hearing about people being divided. You're a divided country, and I just think sometimes if you don't look at your screens and you don't follow the cable news, how many assholes do you actually meet on a day-to-day basis? You don't. I mean, most people are good people.
No, that's true. I just think people drove here. Hey, you know what was wild about that whole Martha Stewart thing? It did turn out she was there to do fracking. No, she wasn't.
It's true. Yeah. But that's such a Martha thing to do.
No, it was wild. She was, and I don't think she needed to wear all those sea otter coats.
Hey.
But she's, she's the best. Now, Nikolaj, you're optimistic.
Yes.
And and why shouldn't you be? Look at that jawline. You know what I mean? You get to walk around with that thing. So it's time for a segment we're calling, as you can see, Optimist Prime. And here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you about optimistic things about the future related to climate change, and then just life.
I like it.
In your first episode, you talk about hydroelectric power, which was a potential power source that was touted forever, right? What's the holdup? We've had Earth Day. We saw Fern Gully. It's gravity. We should be using it.
Yeah. But the thing is, the problem with renewable, of course, is storage of energy, right? So wind is blowing, we have a lot of wind power. When it's not, we don't. Storage is an issue. We went to Switzerland. We went to this incredible hydropower plant. And what they've done, they have 2 lakes. It's astounding. And then when they have excess power, they pump the water back up. So it's this never-ending loop. So you have built-in storage. And of course, these big things take time. It took 17 years to build it. But you go there, you just go, holy shit, this is incredible. Again, humans did that, right?
How often do people just stop you on the street and give you a sandwich? And just say, wow, you're handsome.
It happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah, 3 times today.
3 times today?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I know.
One theme that emerges in the show is how different parts of the globe have already begun dealing with climate change. There's an architect in Vietnam in the second episode who designed a building that can remain cool without air conditioning and by using bamboo. But on the other hand, whenever I'm in a LEED certified building, so stuffy. You see that LEED stuff, and you're like, nah, I'm going to be hot.
I know. Yeah, it's a good point. I'm just going to continue talking about the show.
Yeah.
But there is that thing about, again, so many solutions are already there in nature. And what you find out is that temperature is rising, and especially in the cities, because the sun is reflected from the buildings. If we put in trees, greens, we'll lower the temperatures, and that's what this guy's doing. And it makes you feel better as well. There's an added bonus.
So I presume as part of being so handsome, you've developed a lot of ways and very charismatic. So D, you're doing it. This is what I was going to ask. You've developed probably a lot of ways to be really good looking while being kind of like, oh, thank you, and kind of pushing it aside. But there must be moments. There must have been a moment at some point where you just looked in the mirror like, holy shit, I am so good looking. That must happen.
No, it doesn't. I'm afraid. No.
Never?
No.
That's stupid. You should do that. Count your blessings. That's so cool.
Can you come over and just
This is now I'm optimistic.
See, gotta share the love.
So your show touches on carbon neutral jet fuel. Listen. We're both trying to trick people to enjoying content about climate change. This is part of it.
Oh, they don't need to be tricked.
They don't even need to be tricked. Hey, so good. Boeing can't even keep the doors on their planes. How are we going to get these things to run on French fries?
I mean, that's the thing. Someone came up with it. Company in Berkeley, California, called 12. They've been able to copy what plants do in real life and basically break down CO2 at source. It's incredible. Over to you.
You say in the show that meditation can help you with the feeling of existential dread.
No, I don't say that, but he does, the architect. And
the show talks about it.
He gives me this amazing meditational tour. It's incredible, but go ahead.
Did you learn how to meditate when your mind is screaming 24/7, kind of like a mutter scream? Do you know what a mutter scream is?
No, but
I'll do an impression of it.
Thank you.
It's like this. Did you know what the show was? Did you have any idea what this was?
I listened to it.
On your way here today?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But my a good friend, when he heard that I was going to come on this show, he was like beyond excited.
Really?
He can't wait to listen to it. He's your biggest fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like a smart guy.
He is.
Do you regret coming here so far?
No, I'm enjoying it.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about the program?
There's so many things I want to tell you.
Well, you want to pick your favorite?
No, I mean, listen. Oh,
Don't even worry about
now
it.
you got a new microphone. Listen, no, you can watch the end of the first episode. I go to Japan. It's something called the Zero Waste Facility Village, and it's incredible. But I meet this old gentleman, and yeah, you should watch the show.
Just watch it.
Just watch the show.
Yeah,
It's
watch
really
it.
good.
The first episode of Optimist Guide to the Planet is out today on Bloomberg.com and the Bloomberg app. It's really great. Everybody should check it out. I went zero waste for a week once, and then I had to go to the doctor.
I did that 2 weeks once.
2 weeks?
Yes.
Wait a second. What?
I did it 2 weeks. I was very young. I went to Tunisia, and I was traveling with a bunch of friends, and they all got the thing, and I don't know, psychologically, my whole thing just stopped.
To protect you. Shut down
It
for
just
2
shut
weeks.
down.
Wow.
I came home, my stomach was up, and then I sat down.
We come back. We get nerdy. Give it up for Nikolaj. I'll be back in a bit. Thank you so much. That was fun. Come on.